Reduce, reuse, recycle. You've heard that, and you're going to hear that more in this edition of WJTS in.form. Hello, I'm Bill Potter, your host. Joining me in the studio is Dave Flynn. Dave is the one who runs the Solid Waste District for Dubois County. Dave, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Bill.
Well, we are glad to have you here. Now, over and over and over, from I guess when I was in my late teens, but more when my kids were in school, we always were promoting reduce, reuse, recycle.
Yes.
And the Solid Waste District is well known for that. However, really, let's talk first of all, what is the Dubois County Solid Waste District and what really do you do?
Okay, Bill. The Solid Waste District for Dubois County encompasses the recyclables and the solid waste management throughout the whole county. To what extent, a lot of that right now depends on municipalities and businesses and different laws that go along with that. So what we do is try to provide an avenue for the different businesses and the people, individual citizens of the county, to be able to recycle just about anything in some way, shape, or form.
And every county in Indiana has a solid waste district.
True. Okay. Every county has one. Every county runs separately. Some are more of a profit because they handle all trash, all recyclables, and everything for that county based on population. And some run more as a service provider and different things of that nature.
Okay. Are you more of a service provider than a recyclable?
We are not a for-profit,
okay,
like a business.
Yes.
And we actually have our policy is to assist the small businesses, especially in the recycling community, to be successful and to increase their ability to recycle everything throughout the county.
Okay. And the whole goal here really is to just reduce the amount of waste that goes into the landfills. Because for years, we're a very wasteful society. And for years, you know, everything you did, you threw in the trash can and boom, it went into the dumpsters. And then the dumpsters went to the landfill. Not so much the case anymore.
True. I mean, really, if you look at it, it's just like anything. I mean, there's a certain amount of space. And the landfills are filling up. It doesn't matter where across the country, it's a problem. And the ability for us to separate and reuse and reduce the amount of, say, dumpsters going to the landfill by, so many every week, so many every month, that's less tonnage going into the ground. Those landfills will last longer for stuff that actually has to be thrown away and buried and set, so because we can't necessarily reuse it. I mean, there's a lot of different things that we can't, or there's no market or there's no ability to reuse right now. But if we reduce the amount of stuff that we can going into the dumpster on a daily basis, it would be a huge asset.
Well, I know when I was young, really recycling was the big thing, and about the only thing that I think anybody recycled may have been newspapers, may have been aluminum cans, but that was kind of about the extent of it. But that has really changed, and now the question I'm going to ask you probably is what can't be recycled, because almost everything in some way can be recycled. Right.
Almost everything really can be recycled if, again, it's a market-based, just like anything, it's a market-based ability to do it and cost-effective because, with the funding available and with everything, I mean, you can't charge people, a ton of money to do this. You can't, counties and governments can't afford, depending on what it is, to be able to do that. But most things like, paint and chemicals, styrofoam, batteries, light bulbs, all forms of plastic, different things like that, cardboard, all forms of paper, all can be recycled.
In some way or another.
Right.
Some things even can be reused in a way.
Correct. A lot of stuff, especially paint and wood and furniture and different things that we take. I mean, we take that stuff at the recycle center and we give it to people. We let people reuse that as we can. Our last goal is to put anything in the dumpster, unless it's just ruined or destroyed.
Right, and then otherwise you don't have a choice.
Right.
And I guess even foodstuffs anymore, if you run a compost pile,
exactly,
you can compost it and then turn around and another thing about recycling, reduce, reuse, recycle, is you're saving money personally. I put out less trash bags.
Correct.
Because I'm recycling the cans, the glass, the cardboard, and I'm surprised really at how much I put in my recycling box as opposed to my trash can.
Exactly, and working with small businesses and talking with some of the larger businesses throughout the county since I've taken over is you really need to look at your trash and recycle as a capital asset. Both you can increase your bottom line profitability or you can deduct from it. I mean, if you think about the cost, and we need dumpsters and we need people to pick up those dumpsters and empty them. Mm-hmm. But if you can reduce your cost of that dumpster, or you can reduce the number of dumpsters you use a year, that's money that you can use for additional training, education, product improvement, or whatever your business is. So yeah, and individuals as well. I mean, each trash bag costs so much to throw at the drop site or for curbside pickup. You reduce that a couple a week, and over the course of a year or your lifetime, the cost savings is pretty incredible when you really break it down.
And it really doesn't take a whole lot of effort.
No, it doesn't.
It's just throwing things in a different box, really.
Exactly. Especially paper and plastics and different things. And I know there's different rules, and every city in the county does it different. And we're working with education and information to the different municipalities, getting word out, hopefully soon via the website and different ways to help people increase the amount of stuff going out of here in some form of recycling and the less amount going into trash bags to the drop sites, curbside pickup, via the landfill.
Now, maybe in the past it was an excuse that, well, there wasn't a good recycling center near me, there wasn't someplace I could take my recyclables, but really that's not the case, because the dump sites throughout Dubois County and all the municipalities have some sort of pickup or recycling program, and your facility just outside of Jasper also takes recyclables.
True. I mean, Dubois County is very fortunate in the sense that the way they're set up. There's 8 drop sites that anybody in the county can use, regardless of where they are and what town they're from. It doesn't matter. As long as you're a county resident, you're able to pull in there and get rid of your recyclables, throw away your trash, and things of that nature. Many of the cities and different places have their curbside pickup. I know Jasper and Huntingburg have some form of curbside pickup. Ferdinand is just starting their curbside pickup, and our place, our recycle center outside of Jasper, we're open Monday through Friday as well to aid in the recycling. Now we don't take the actual garbage like
Right.
trash bags and stuff. We take stuff that you're not going to throw into the garbage. And again, if you just take the time to separate a little bit of that stuff, paper, cardboard, clean plastic bottles, and books and furniture, all whatever nature of what you want picked up, we'll take majority of that at the recycle center.
I've seen your truck driving around. Are you guys going to places and picking things up?
We do on a daily basis. We don't do pickup necessarily, like I said, for individuals unless there's an emergency type of case or something that we can work with somebody for some special reason. What we do through the recycle center is we pick up at all the schools in the county. We pick up for all government offices and county offices in the county. We pick up at the post offices, and we pick up for a number of small businesses. And that's one of the ads we're working on now is, this service is available to small businesses throughout the county. And even some of the larger businesses, depending on what they are and the frequency of what we're going to pick up. And if it's separated and broken out correctly, then we can get in there, get out, and again, it's not a quote a garbage service. Mm-hmm. It's a service to help you rid yourself of recyclables that are separated and get it out of there, so that cuts down on your cost of either storage or dumpsters or anything. So yeah, all 5 days a week we have 2 trucks that go about the county in different places and do that pickup.
Okay, and now there are some things that do have to be charged for. And there are some things that people may not be aware it's illegal to throw away, and that would be like electronics. You can't just throw that away anymore. You used to be able to do that.
Correct.
Now you can't. But there is a slight charge because that takes more processing and obviously some cost.
At the recycle center, we take all electronics. Basically anything you can plug into the wall, we can recycle in some form.
Okay.
So, and not just the process center, but the different businesses throughout the county, a lot of those are taking electronics in some form as well. There is a small fee, and again, it's really, to me, in my mind, a minimal cost, because again, we're trying to run a break-even type scenario, because we're going to have to pay to get those things out of there. Now, the county may make a little bit of money on that on the back end, but the cost to get it ready for processing and shipped out of here with different contractors, both within our county, outside our county, or even in the state, to move that stuff in bulk form, there's some nominal cost. So whether it's paint, chemicals, furniture, regular household stuff that you want to get rid of that you can't sell or you can't donate to somebody, we will take all that, and there is a small fee.
Okay, well, Dave, thank you very much for coming in and being our guest.
Thank you, Bill. I appreciate it. And, again, we're open every Monday through Friday, 481-7040. If you need information, we have an answer machine, and we're here to help, the county as a whole, and we look forward to it.
Okay. Our guest has been the director of the Dubois County Solid Waste District, and that is David Flynn, and we thank you for watching WJTS in.form. We are local people watching local people.